to another exclusive edition of More to Live For. Tonight, this evening, whatever time it is that you catch this good content, we got part 2 of the exclusive JIZZO Da General interview, man. Part 1 was smooth, so part 2 gonna be even better, man. So like, comment, subscribe, share this video with whoever you come across, man, that can use some of this good content, man. We can get the conversation rolling. I'm gonna let the homie introduce himself, man, and we straight to it. What's good with you, bro?
Going on, man. You already know it's your boy JIZZO Da General, North Cat representative, back in for part 2. Let's get it.
For sure, man. For sure. For sure, man. I think on part 1 we stopped off with kind of, you know what I mean, talking about your whole California experience or whatever. And before you chime in on that, I want to take time, speaking of California, speaking of Los Angeles, and speaking of, you know what I mean, a section that you're familiar with. I did a project recently with JIZZO or whatever. So I was able to, through him, I was able to get this shirt or whatever, as well as the Blue Bible or whatever. So I definitely want to take time to shout out him for that. It's some good stuff in there, man. It really surprised you, stuff that's in there, man. So I definitely want to take time to shout him out for that or whatever. So like,
big shout out to JIZZO. I see you rocking the attire. I definitely got to grab that Blue Bible myself. I'm gonna tap in with Cuz and grab that ASAP.
For sure, man. I'm like a chapter and a half in, but you know what I mean. I done gained some good knowledge from it or whatever. So like, so your experience, man, in California, man, LA specifically, man, being from where we from, man, and going over there, you know what I mean, like on the turf, man. Like how was that, man? Especially, you know what I mean, actually being from somewhere, you know what I mean, and going over there like that.
It's definitely a different experience, man, from being over here. You know, you just got to really be 10 toes with your head on the swivel. You know, when you go over there, you just got to make sure you tapping in with your folks. You know, a lot of people got like a bad stigma on checking in, but you know, it ain't nothing wrong with checking in. You know, that's the same thing. You know, it might be the terminology check in, but that's just linking in with your people so they can tell you how to move around and slither through the city. You already know. So, you know, you make sure you tap in right with the right people. You know, when I went over there a few times, you know, I go back and forth. And anytime I go, I always tap in, you know, with a certain homies that's going to make sure, you know, everything is good when I touch down. So, but, you know, in the gloves and the 40s, cuz, you know, everything was lit, man. Like, you know, Lamert Park, they got a section in the hood where it's a lot of black culture being displayed. It's like a whole block for blocks. It's nothing but black people that's selling black products. You know, it looked like a little black mecca or something. That was like one of the things in the hood that really, you know, I really love. And I was just saying, damn, man, like we don't really have nothing like this in Carolina, like, you know, where it feels like this. So that was one of the things I love, bro. But yeah, you just gotta keep your head on the swivel. You just gotta know that it's the place you can't really play with. And you know, as long as you move the way you're supposed to move, you know, everything should be spotty.
For sure, man. For sure.
Shout out all the homies, cuz.
I definitely heard other people, you know what I mean, from that particular section say it's a lot of black history there. So the fact that you can vouch for that, man, you know what I mean, that definitely kind of ties in. And
Yeah,
I
it's
think
a lot of history there. You know, some of them places, a lot of movies been shot at. That we look at over here, you know, Minister Society, Boys in the Hood, all those kind of California movies. A lot of them movies, them scenes, a lot of them was done in the 40s. You feel me? One of the OGs was telling me, you know, he was pointing out certain places in the hood where a lot of different things happened at. So it's definitely a historical area. You know, Tupac actually, you know, had something to do with linking up with the 40s first before he even met up with Suge and them. You know,
right.
Yeah, trying to be brother. Mm-hmm. He
definitely.
Was, you know, so Cuz already knew about the 40s and everything too. You know, prior to him, that was the first place he touched down in.
Hey, that's what it is. But I don't think I got a chance to tell you, but you know what I mean? Me myself, I went to LA 2019, man, April 6th. And that was like, you know what I mean? As you know, man, like that was 1 week after the demise of the late great Nipsey Hussle, whatever. So like when I was out there, I felt the whole tension and the whole vibe of LA. So I got that experience. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna say by force or by choice, but I definitely got that, you know what I mean, that to feel that energy of LA or whatever. So like in your, you know what I mean, in your frequent visits or whatever out there, whatever, like has it been, you know what I mean, anytime that, you know what I mean, like people tell you like don't go this place, don't go that place, like when you were first going out there, whatever?
Oh yeah, most definitely. As a matter of fact, when I went out there to work with the homie C-Mac, when we did the Crip Drip remix, when I went out there, one of my homies, you know, BR would let me know, like, cuz, you know, you going to the 50s, that's a real bad area. A lot of the enemies is out there, you know, they sliding through there left and right because Crip Mac famous, you feel me? So they in and out of there frequently. Watching, be careful out there. You know, I was out there in the alley, in the 55th Street alley and all that with Crip Mac, you know what I'm saying? So that was one of the times, definitely one of the spots niggas would let me know, like, cuz you got to definitely be on point when you out there, because, you know, there's a lot of different hoods out there that's sliding through. So, you know, I could
So
definitely say that that was just recently.
for sure, man. I definitely seen that. You know what I mean? I peeped that in the video that you were actually, you know what I mean, in the alley, man. So I definitely think that's big
Yeah,
ups.
it was. He would let me know that's like a notorious alley in LA, that 55th Street alley, as far as like a lot of the activity that go on there. You know, especially where the 50s at. You know, you got the 5-4 VNGs, you got the 5-1 Troubles, you got the 5 Deuce Hoovers, 5-9 Hoovers. You got a lot over there in the 50s, so you know you got to be careful.
Right. I definitely could understand that, man. So like being, you know what I mean, coming from where we come from, man, like, you know what I mean, I definitely can tell, man, that you were able to, you know what I mean, adapt the culture and adapt to the politics real fast, especially with what you're pushing or whatever. So like I think that also goes into, you know what I mean, and in a way that kind of ties into what you were saying, man, like as far as like checking in, well, not necessarily, you know what I mean, people, you know what I mean, people think about it a certain way when you hit the term checking in, but really, you know what I mean, I'm tapping in type of vibes with people that you familiar with, people that you got, you know what I mean, similar things with. So like doing that, man, I definitely think, you know what I mean, that contributes to the relationships that you got out there or whatever. So like you said on part one, whatever, like how it was being around C-Mac, Crip Mac or whatever, and like how his you know what I mean, how his energy is the same, man, and like how he definitely ain't a character, whatever. Like, could you speak on that a little more?
Yeah, man, he just was a genuine dude. You know, from the time I met him, you know, he was a genuine dude. He ain't had to do what he did. You know, he ain't had to work with me. He ain't had to do none of that. But you know, Cuz looked out, and he really had love for, you know, the gloves. So he wanted to look out for me. You know what I'm saying? He was fucking with the song. He heard the Crip Drip joint. He heard it. He was fucking with it hard. He made a video, posted it, all that. You know, so he really looked out for me. And when I went out there, you know, I was just like, damn, I wonder if Cuz is really, you know, the nigga I be seeing on the net.
Right,
And you know, as soon as I met him, Cuz, you feel me, it was Crip Mac on gold from the time he hopped out the car. Very genuine, but
I heard that.
he introduced himself in Crip Mac fashion. You know what I'm saying?
Right, I
On God, you
heard
know,
that.
it's like a, you know, he like a walking billboard out there right now. So
Right,
he out there doing skits for people, you know, doing it off the top of his head too. It ain't even nothing that he wrote. You know, I really got to see that, yo, he talented and just coming up with stuff off the top of his head. You know, he was making skits and everything right in front of me. And you know, he had Lupe out there and all that. So, you know, he's a good dude though. You know, he really care about
absolutely.
people. He got a genuine heart at the end of the day. That's why people really fuck with Crip Mac, because you know,
Yeah, man, I love to see that
me,
feeding the home shit, man. I love to see that. I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, and
yeah.
like,
Yeah, no
and you,
love for enemies, but Cuz love people though. He definitely
yeah,
love people. So he'll go out there and feed the homeless. You know, he'll look out for you. You know, he got a heart. So I fuck with Cuz, and he stand up with his shit too. You feel me? He stand up. Yeah, a stand up dude. You feel me? When it comes to his crippin', so I respect him on that.
for sure, man. Definitely, man. Definitely. So like, the fact that you work with him already, like when it, you know what I mean, when it comes to the music or whatever, like any more like big names, notable names, not necessarily, you know what I mean, people with a high profile like him, but like any other artists that you're looking forward to working with in the near future?
I definitely want to work with the homie Bully 3. Shout out to Cuz. He out there in San Diego. He one of the homies from over there that I want to work with. Um, really, I'm looking to network with dudes that's in my inner circle right now. Me and Hami got a lot. We working on right now. We about to come out with. About to have some
Shout
vision.
out to the homie Hami too, man. Definitely shout out to him, man. That's
Oh, for sure. It been like a long time coming with me and him. Like we've been like this, but me and Cuz don't got a lot of material out. He had did a bid, and then
right.
just timing wise, it just been off. But me and Cuz are a real problem by ourselves. But when we together, it's undeniable. So we definitely get into that as well. So y'all be on the lookout for that. JIZZO and Hami is coming real soon.
I heard that, man. I definitely heard that, man. I'm looking forward to it for sure, man. But listen, let me ask you this, man. Like recently, man, like you know what I mean, like in our town or whatever, like in our city, man. You know what I mean. I ain't gonna mention the artist, man, but like you know what I mean, with some recent, you know what I mean, almost viral rap beef, you know what I mean, around the city or whatever. So like when it comes to situations like that or incidents like that or whatever, like did that kind of, you know what I mean, make you feel a certain way about working with, you know what I mean, people around here?
I mean, you can't ignore politics sometimes, depending on, the situations. But as far as me, I'm willing to work with my people. It just gotta be of course it can't be nobody that does some harm to anybody I love or I fuck with,
Right.
but if it's mutual, ain't never been no bloodshed, ain't no bad blood or nothing like that, then I'm willing to work. You know what I'm saying? I don't see colors really, I see money. You know what I'm saying? So that I always say that, I'm really looking forward to working with who's serious. I see it's a lot of talent that we got coming out of North Carolina right now. The underground scene been popping for years.
Yeah.
It been
For
cracking.
years. I'm talking about for years. You're
Yeah,
exactly
bro.
right on that.
I see everybody. I'm in tune with over here too. When I listen to music, I don't really listen to a whole bunch of the industry shit all the time. I mainly listen to what's around here, my area, North Carolina, and then I listen to the Cali shit. I listen to a lot of underground. So, um, the beef, like I said, the politics, you can't ignore it. But if it ain't nothing personal with me, man, I'm trying to work. Simple
I
as that.
heard that. I heard that, man, for real. And I respect that, man. I definitely respect that too, man, for sure. Listen, man, something that came across my mind, man. I definitely think, you know what I mean, it's something that you can relate to, man. Like me personally, man, like I just turned 39 a few weeks ago or whatever.
Oh, happy belated, man.
For sure, man, for sure, for sure. And like before then or whatever, like it ain't just it happened recently, but it happened before then too. But like, you know what I mean? I run across some young dudes or whatever, whether I'm at the store, you know what I mean, supermarket or whatever, man. Like
Oh shit.
young dudes calling me OG or whatever, man. So like had that happened to you yet, man?
Hell yeah, man. That's that.
For
That's
sure.
look. Once you hit 30, to the younger generation, you feel me? You Yeah, I tell
Yeah,
dudes that right now. Once you hit 30, you man. I'm
for
35,
sure.
so I didn't accepted it by now. I know when I first heard it, I was like, you feel me? I was offended at first.
Right.
I'm like, nigga, I ain't nothing but 30 years old. You feel me? But
Yeah, yeah.
life is cut down so short these days that they say you make it to 21, you an OG now because there's so many
Right.
young
Yeah.
dudes that die. A lot of dudes don't get to see 21, don't get to see 25, don't even get to see 30. So they feel like if you make it to 30, you a OG type shit. That's how it is now.
Hey, I definitely can vouch for that. I definitely feel you on that. So like I think like you know what I mean, the younger generation, man, once they, you know what I mean, understand that like, you know what I mean, the things that they doing, you know what I mean, not only have we seen and done before, you know what I mean, the generation before us, same thing. They seen it and done it before, whatever too. So like I think that if we could come to like some type of common, you know what I mean, some type of common ground, man, like with the younger generation, I think that'll definitely, you know what I mean, be able to bridge that gap. You know what I mean? Because like I said, I'm pushing 40. You is too, man. And you know what I mean? This happened recently, man. This happened a few minutes ago. Like going into a store, whatever, like seeing the sign that, you know what I mean, that you got to be to buy tobacco, whatever, it's 21, whatever. I'm looking at that. Yeah, I'm like, damn, yeah, I graduated, man. You feel me? Like, so
Right.
so we the unks now. You feel me?
Right. That's a fact. That's a fact. You said a lot when you were speaking on, bridging the gap. I always felt like, it's a wedge in between, the old heads or the older guys and the younger guys.
Right.
And it really boils down to respect. I feel like and really being able to try to hear the other side out and understand. I'm a strong believer in feeling like you can learn from both sides. Whether you a young dude, I can learn from the younger dudes. I do all the time. They put me on certain things, you know what I'm saying? And vice versa. They can learn from me too. It's just that you got to be able to respect each other's opinions and respect each other's viewpoints. And I feel like that's something that really needs to be done a lot more. I feel like the older dudes, that's involved in the culture, gotta really try to tap in with the younger dudes and put them on game and not the negative game. Not the bull crap. One of the things I always say is you ain't got to go out here and look for trouble, bro, because trouble gonna find you. Things gonna happen on their own. You ain't gotta try to make the negativity happen because it's gonna happen.
For sure.
You just handle things as it comes to you as a man and keep pushing forward. That's what I say. And it's just messages like that really need to get put back into their head. I was just chopping it up with a big homie from Tennessee, he's from Rolling 90s, and Cud was just basically saying, a lot of the homies is going against each other and beefing and things like that, which is happening in a lot of different hoods, and it boils down to a lot of niggas not just wanting to throw their hands and when it's a problem and leaving it at that. I feel like, as long as it ain't no blood been shed, ain't nothing been robbed, ain't nothing crazy like that happen, bro, that Thunderdome should be where it's starting and end at. No grudges should be held, nothing like that. So I just feel like, we got to listen to them and hear where they coming from so that they'll want to listen to us and hear where we come from. We got to really lead by example. Because there'd be a lot of old heads that don't be having really nothing going on. They got no emotion, and they expect the young dudes to show them respect or show them love just because they are older person that's been involved in it. You got to really, show by and lead by example.
Yeah.
So that's what's missing, and I feel like we definitely got to get back to that. And I'm all for that. That's what I preach. That's what I push.
Hey, respect, man. I definitely salute you for all that, man. I definitely can dig that, man. I definitely, I can relate to what you're saying, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like everything else, man. When it comes to that generation, man, one thing that I try to, you know what I mean, explain to, you know what I mean, people my age and to that younger generation, on this younger generation that I'm speaking of, or whatever. Like I said, I'm an '80s baby, man. So like anybody really born after like, you know what I mean, '95 or whatever. I consider that, you know what I mean, a different generation, whatever. Like, but I also remember that generation. You know what I mean, them people born in '75, whether it's big cousins, friends, some of my friends, older brothers. You know what I mean. I remember that generation too. So I remember how wild they was or whatever. So like once I realized and connected the fact that man, it's just their offspring or whatever. So like I can't really judge them off something that they may already been. You know what I mean. I can't. The word slipping me, but something they already been exposed to or whatever, genetically or whatever. You know what I mean? And something else that I often push to the youth or whatever is like I can't really, you know what I mean, judge y'all, call y'all wild or whatever, because like, man, just think, man, like people our age, if we had the damn internet or had a phone to do any damn thing we want or whatever, when we were their age, what would we be up to? You feel what I'm saying? So like I definitely try to find the common ground with the youth or whatever. So like I definitely salute you for the message that you're trying to push, and I'm right here with you.
For sure, bro. I mean, at the end of the day, man, you know, as cliche as it sounds, you know, the younger people are the future, though. You know,
Yeah,
for real. And you know, us as the older ones, that's our job. That's why we blessed to become older, so that we can
yeah,
pass on the wisdom, so we can pass down what we learned.
yeah,
And we got to really learn as the older ones to pass down the right jewels to them. You feel me? Like for real, for real. One of the things I love to say right now is, man, fuck the street credit, man. Get some real credit. Work
for
on your
sure.
real credit score. You know, really,
Yeah,
really, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, my respect always lying. You just standing on 10 toes as a man, taking care of yourself, taking care of your family. Long as you're doing that, you A1. You ain't got to be in the street. You ain't got to be selling no drugs, no nothing like that. If that ain't what you want to do. If that's what you want to do, then that's what you're going to do. But then you got to know how to move when you do that as well. You know, and that's the other thing, you know. So it's just, but I promote, I don't care if you work in a job, you in college, you in the military. I don't care, you know, it could be positive. It could be positive anything. You feel you be going to school to be a doctor, you know, and you from the hood, you know, but you standing taking care of business and you handling things I supposed to be done, bro. That's just respect as a man. You a man first before this. You feel me? We all know that. So you know that's how I just really be trying to talk to him, bro, and just show him a better way of doing things, you know, because it ain't no you know, this shit ain't sweet, man. You feel me? And you know, statistic wise, they counting on that to happen. You know, a lot of us coming from family homes. You know, and which you know is crazy because when you look at the homies, or you look at people that come from that background, they come from similar situations. You know, a lot of them come from similar situations where you know broken homes or you know, certain guy that's not around. Then of course, you know, you got the ones too that's following, that's looking at it and they seeing it and they glorifying it or they feeling like it's what's up. But I feel like shit, if you done been through the ringer, for real, then your message is gonna be to move a different way so you don't gotta experience certain things. Cause like I said, this shit ain't sweet. No, I
that's
got a lot free all my homies, cause like I done watched a lot of homies go in and out of prison, you know, over the years. You feel me? And it's painful. It hurt, you know.
uh,
Um, it's painful. So you know, this shit ain't a joke. I done seen you know homies just you know spend a lot of their life 5, 10, 15, 20 years behind the wall,
I got
life
homies
behind
closing
the
in on
wall.
17. Not to cut you off or whatever, but I definitely can relate.
You
I
know?
definitely can relate, man. And the reason why I be interviewing people, man, like that's in prison or whatever, or like that's been to prison or whatever, like you know what I mean. I ain't gonna front like some of the stuff, you know what I mean, that I know they gonna say, you know what I mean. I know it's gonna be entertaining, but the main goal, the main objective is like to not only show, you know what I mean, the youth, man, and people our age or whatever, also, man, they're like these people just like us, man, or whatever, and like it was just one simple mistake, man. It's something that we all have been through, man, no matter what that situation was, unless it's something, you know what I mean, for a whole different type of people that's behind that wall. But from from the point I'm making or whatever, like anybody like that or whatever, you know what I mean, one mistake away, man. So like when I bring those people to the channel, whatever, man, it's definitely to shed light on the growth that they've made or whatever, and like the fact that they can share some of this wisdom with, you know what I mean, a younger generation, man, that can, you know what I mean, keep them from going down that path, man. Because like I hear a lot of people say, man, people I interview people that's on other people's channels, man, like these people don't know what's waiting for them when they get behind that wall or whatever. Like
Right.
you know, what I mean, making a commitment to a certain lifestyle. So like I definitely feel you on that, man. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, we definitely gonna come together, man. You know what I mean, with this message, man, and definitely you know what I mean, help the youth, man. Like my goal is, man, like me personally, I ain't got a big brother, but I got a whole lot of big cousins. You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah.
So and I got a couple big older homeboys or whatever. So like one thing that I always try to be like, me personally, I try to be like, you know what I mean, somebody ain't got a big brother, whatever, need somebody to listen to, whatever. Like I try to, you know what I mean? I try to, you know what I mean, steer them in the right direction, man. Like you said, man, like I ain't trying to, you know what I mean, get nobody no dummy game, even though it's out there, even though we receive some of it coming up also, but we receive some good game too or whatever. So like that's what I'm trying to do, and that's what you're trying to do too, man. And I definitely respect it, man, for real, man.
So,
Salute, man, for real. Salute,
for sure. I appreciate that for sure, man.
and that's big facts, man. So like I think this has been a dope experience, man, for part 2, man. But like before we wrap it up, man, I'm definitely gonna need you to shout out all your handles, man. Pause, man. No Diddy, man. Shout out, you know what I mean, all your tags, man, where the people can find you get the good music at, man. And definitely shout out your YouTube channel too, man, cause some good videos up there.
Yeah, for sure, man. I got 2 projects out right now. The last one I dropped was straight drop no cut. It's on all platforms, so you can stream that. My YouTube channel, JIZZO Da General, JIZZO DAGENERAL. Instagram, the same thing. Everything JIZZO Da General. Just type that in. You're gonna see me, man. Y'all subscribe. I got a lot of new content coming on the way.
And that's a bet. That's a bet for real, man. So anybody you want to shout out before we get up out of here, man? I definitely shout you out for doing this, man, and connecting them again for part 2.
Yeah, man, for sure. I appreciate you for having me on here, man. And you know, anytime you want me to come, I'm welcome to come up here and talk and chop it up with you, bro. I really enjoy our conversations, and I really like what you stand for. So you know, I support the platinum full fledged. As far as shout outs go, though, I just want to shout out all the homies, cuz for real, man. Right now is the glove time. A lot of the homies is doing positive shit. A lot of the homies got motion going right now. So we got to keep it going. Free all my homies right now that's behind that wall. Y'all keep y'all heads up. You know what I'm saying? Hold tight, bro. Glove y'all for sure, for sure. And I'm gonna keep it alive out here. I'm gonna keep pushing what I told you I'm pushing. And y'all stay tuned, man. We got a lot coming. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yeah, we got a lot coming. Oh shit, my fault.
For sure. You good, man. You good for sure, man. I definitely appreciate you, man. Definitely stay tuned, man. Definitely to all my viewers out there, man. Definitely tap in with the homie and stay connected, man, with everything that he got going, man. We from where we from, man, and just keep in mind, man, this dude was over there making music with Crip Mac, man, in his section over there, man. So like you definitely gotta respect that, man. Like you definitely gotta respect anybody that believe in what they believe in and taking it to the extreme.
Yeah,
In
man,
that
and
direction.
too, man. I gotta say, man, I forgot. I can't leave out. Shout out my nigga Blue Nose. You feel me? He one of the homies from South Carolina that hopped on one of the tracks with me. You know, he got a lot of motion going on where he at. He worked hard. Our collabs be hot. Shout out, shout out, Baby Runner. You know, me and him do a lot of music together. Um, Definitely shout out Super Local again. We got some stuff coming. Um, just shout out all the homies that's working, man. Keep working, keep grinding, man. I'm gloving.
For sure, man. For sure, man. For sure, definitely, man. But listen, in honor of all things California, man, like I definitely want to take the time to shout out all my guests. You know what I mean? From California, man, from Northern California, man, Sacramento, the El Paso Heights, man, the big homie, man, Nate Dogg 916, man, and Dirty Brother 916. They definitely two dudes, man. I definitely call my YouTube big homies, man. They definitely laced me up with a lot of game on the way, man. And rolling right on down, man. Definitely and Bannon, man. 16 of Life. I had him on, so definitely want to take time to shout him out, man. And LA, man, definitely when it comes to LA, man, definitely shoot, man, from the East Coast to the West Side, man. Definitely shout out everybody that's been a part of this journey, man. Definitely
Shout out Big Gooch.
all of them, man.
Yeah, shout out Big Gooch, COD, Children of the Dark. For sure, for sure.
Man.
We going up, man. We going up.
Shout out ODM Slim, Lupe 46, man. Sporty Face,
Yeah,
Moneybag Rose,
free extras.
Big Nina Boy, SS the Great. Shoot, the homie from 60, man, Savvy, Young Savvy. Definitely want to take time to shout him out, man. Like I said, man, all the guests that I had from California, man, from top to bottom, man, they definitely, you know what I mean? They definitely, you know what I mean, embrace me with everything that I'm trying to. They definitely feel where I'm trying to go with this content, man, and they definitely were a part of the movie. So like, I definitely got to take time to shout them out because I had all of them on the channel, like, and they could have been other places, man. They could have been on somebody's TV, man. They couldn't have been on No Jumper somewhere. You know what I mean? That's just keeping it all the way real. But
One thing for certain, one thing for sure, man. The homies gonna support the outlets if the outlets supporting the homies, bro.
yeah,
Bottom line, you know, from if you as big as Crip Mac all the way down to a nigga that might have 10 subscribers, you
right.
know, he's gonna
So
support the platforms as long as they supporting the homies. You know,
that's
at the end of the
definitely
day,
one
you
thing.
can't do enough networking. You can't get in front of enough people. So
Exactly. Exactly. And listen, they be so, you know what I mean? They be so cool with working with somebody in North Carolina, man. 'Cause like I tell them, man, like I got somebody else that heard of this channel in LA, you know what I mean, Northern California, wherever they at. And now they got somebody in North Carolina, the furthest thing from
hey
them.
man, listen, bro. Just as much as we in tune with that side and everything, they be loving the culture over here too. It's a different
Yeah,
atmosphere. It's a different scene. When the homies come out here, you know, I can see it on their faces. They be happy to be in a whole another
yeah,
area. You feel me? They be happy to have somebody in that area that's real, that's genuine, and that's for real, and that's on the time in their own. You know, so you know they appreciate that the same way we appreciate being able to go over there and connect and tap in. You know.
sure.
So it's a mutual thing. It's beautiful.
Hey, definitely is, man, for sure, man. And yo, man, and shout out you, man. Shout out you for you know what I mean? Like I said, man, everything you stand for, man. The positivity, man, like the music, you know what I mean? The culture, man. Like I'm saying,
Right.
man. You know what I mean? I ain't fanned out or whatever, but like I'm definitely feeling the
Nah, bro.
movement, man. And I'm definitely gonna support it. You feel
We
what I'm
got to
saying?
get out of that too.
How it is.
We got to get out of feeling like you know it's a problem when we showing love. You know, we showing love, showing gratitude. That's why anytime you know I'm quick to tell you and anybody. You know what I'm saying? If you doing good, you and I'm fucking with you, I'm gonna say that shit, bro. So I appreciate it. You know, from the bottom of my heart, nigga. And I'm like I said, I'm rocking with you 100%, bro.
Hey, and that's a bet, man. That's a bet for sure, man. But listen, man, we can go ahead and get ready to wrap things up, man. This been a dope, super dope, man. Part two, man. So I hope everybody, you know what I mean, gained something from it, man. Cause yeah, it's
Y'all
definitely
tap in, man.
what,
More
man.
to
And
live for. Y'all tap
you
in,
already
bro.
know, man. You already know, man. Shout out to the whole North Greenville, man. The whole Northern Pitt County, man. Definitely, man.
252.
I am the voice of the
25.
North, man. Shout out to South Greenville too, man. I know some real ones over there, man. So I definitely want to
Yeah,
take time to
bro.
shout out
Hey,
to
rest in peace to my
you.
homie I. Rest in peace to my homie
Mm,
I. I don't know if you know Isaiah, but he just passed not too long ago. Shout out to Cuz and RIP to Cuz and my blessings go and my prayers go up to his family, man. That was a real one. He was solid. He was a cool dude. Shout out to I.
Sorry to hear that, man, for sure, man. Well, listen, man, on the voice of the North, man, there's been another super dope experience, man. Why settle for less? My last name, more to live for, man. We out.